All right, it's another Milwaukee Mighty Con artist, writer showing of another person that we bought stuff from at the show. And this person was highlighted, also put on Fox News, and was one of the main people that were introduced to go see at the con. And it was Jeff Balke from Balke Studios. And I will have all his information in the show notes. And you can find all his links and stuff there. But we happened to pick up a few items, of course, because he had a lot of his colored artwork. And he did some changing around some backgrounds of his characters and stuff like that. So had the wife with me, and I had her pick some things out, and she loved the dancing skeletons. We got dancing skeletons with the new background. And he does a lot of them. He has wonderfully matted in a variety of different color mattings that you can get, or you can get just the pictures themselves. But it's nice having them preserved in the matting so they're safer. Awesome Deadpool. If you can see down in there, there's this Disneyland thing, so it's like Deadpool destroyed Disneyland. It highlights the main parts of the characters and stuff with his coloring. And it just makes it pop. Even gives the background smoke a little yellow hue. I love that one, of course. I was bummed because he was doing a fallback to when he first did a con where he was doing coloring, and he charged $5 to color anything. Like if you brought a comic in that was a black and white cover, or you brought some art page or something and you wanted it colored, he did it for $5 back in the day. So he had the same deal at this con, but sadly I could not come across any of my black and white comic covers. I really wanted to find a Harley Quinn one, because he had an example of one he did, which was a Harley Quinn cover, and it just looked so nice. It was just beautiful. I wanted to pick that one up right away as soon as I seen it. But then, luckily, I seen this, so I grabbed that from him. And there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. I had to definitely grab that. And then with all the Batman Spawn talk that I've been doing recently, seen the Spawn one, so I had to add that to the collection. It's like for $10, you get an awesomely colored and matted picture. And it's like, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Then he had some of these pictures, so we grabbed a few. And it's Stanley and his friends parodying the Ghostbusters. And we got Stanley's girlfriend, her wife, doing up the Vampirella. And here's the original background with the dancing skeletons. And there's Chester. I wanted to get something Chester, so I had the wife pick something out, because Chester is one of the characters I didn't have something from yet. And we got Stanley and his friends parodying up some of our favorite horror characters. You got Freddy, Chucky, Mike Myers, and Carrie, is it? And the last one was Fang. It's like we've seen that and we had to pick that one up. They're cute. They're awesomely done. Great job. I could have picked up definitely more, but I had to behave myself a little bit because I used up most of my allowance that day. But then we got Stanley. Well, John Carpenter presents Storm Kids, Stanley and the Forgotten Forest, a Halloween adventure. Just as Halloween arrives, Chester Chipmunk claims to have solved the mystery of why a nearby woodland is known as the Forgotten Forest. His friends are sure that this is just another of his elaborate pranks. Billy Billington is going along with it though, and those two never team up. Reluctantly, Stanley Squirrel and his other friends agree to go along to learn the truth. Only what they find in the forest is far more weird and frightening than how it got its name. Done by Storm King Comics. You can pick these up on Balke Studios.com. I will have all the links in the show notes. Stories by Jeff Balke and Paul Story. Series created by John Carpenter and Sandy King. Written by Paul Story. Art by Dave Alvarez. Colors by Jeff Balke. Lettering by Janice Chang. Edited by Sandy King. Cover art by Dave Alvarez and Jeff Balke. And this was another wonderful, fun story. I can't ruin it for you. You're gonna have to read it, but artwork's just beautiful. It's all ages, family friendly. Great stories to read to your kids, bedtime stories for your kids or something. Just you should definitely pick these up. There's two of them out there now. This is the second comic. Hopefully, more coming in the future, but we'll have to see. But along this story, our characters just happen to find out something's happening in the forest, and we got to find out what it is. And curiosity gets the critters. So our little characters have to go out and find out what is happening with that forest issue. What is going on? There's been stories, been hearing things, so they go check it out. Things happen, and they run into some interesting characters along the way. And it's just, yeah, it would be a wonderful story to read to your kids at bedtime or over and over and over again. Same with the first one. The first one was based on a haunted house. This one's based on a forgotten forest. And yeah, it's fun watching all these characters just go on their little adventures and see what happens along the way. But I believe this one we got introduced to a couple new characters from the first one, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I definitely follow Jeff. Pick up some of his wonderful art. And they have, if you watch any of my unpacking videos from the past, we got some wonderful Christmassy style artwork from him and some other fun art. Check those out. You can see what we picked up. Lately he's been coming up with all kinds of new stuff. So it was a blast catching him at the show because there was a lot of stuff there that he doesn't have online. So yeah, we had a blast picking out items, and I know the wife and me could have both found quite a few more, but like I said, I had to behave a little bit with my allowance because I wasn't sure who I was going to all run into at the show yet. So, but yeah, that was a plus. I hope to run into him again. I will have to keep an eye out, follow what's going on. You can follow him on Facebook and all that stuff too, but I will have the links in the show notes, so check those out. Check out Crimson Cull Comic Club, Under the Cull of MS. Lots more videos coming out. Lots more podcasts coming out. Just check them out, like them, subscribe, tell a friend. or whatever you got to do to get the word out. But yeah, we're trying to support as many local Wisconsin comic book artists and writers. So anything I can find, if it's enjoyable, I will be talking about it. So keep following us, and we'll get back to you again soon. Bye.